Good morning, everyone. I love it. Going back to and you even look like a little student. You're like, good morning. Good morning. It's a drizzly, cold day today. It's very northwesty. Wow. Here I go with my made-up words, and it's not even 9:01 yet. That's count of one. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. It's a busy week around here. I feel like I say that every day, but it's good. So there's lots going on, which is a good thing to celebrate. I've really been focusing on I firmly believe that in order to be a good leader, I have to take care of myself. And so I've been trying really hard to focus on my own kind of mental health and well-being and filling my cup, if you will. So I took yesterday off, which I don't have anything on the calendar, but I was like, let's take the day off because we have PTO for a reason. And so that's why you're supposed to use it. And so I just feel elated today. I took my mom, we went shopping yesterday. We have not gone and had lunch at Nordy's and shopped in 3 years, maybe. And so that was just really a lovely experience. And then we went and checked out the new Emerald Queen Casino. She and I love a good little mother-daughter casino outing. Beautiful facility. But the best part is this hidden gem of a restaurant that's up on the top of the hotel side. I highly suggest it. I had a fantastic baked brie. The presentation was gorgeous. It had fresh berries on top. It had some roasted garlic on the side. It came with a fig jam in it, but highly suggest checking it out. Since it's on the hotel side, it's non-smoking, which is great when you're at the casino. If you don't partake, be able to find somewhere. But the best part is the view. So it's at the top of the hotel. I think it's the 12th floor, but they have this great patio area that I can't wait to go back to in the summer. That overlooks downtown Tacoma. And then in the restaurant, there's views of the mountain. We obviously didn't see her yesterday because it was like this, but fantastic food, fantastic ambiance. And then on Friday and Saturdays, they have live jazz music. So we had a timeline to get back because Danny was with Grampy. So we didn't stay for the music, but I'm thinking of taking members because they have a private room that seats 16. And so I was thinking that could be a fun outing for Daisy and I to go, and people who wanted to do some gambling could do some gambling. I donated my money to the tribe yesterday. So people who wanted to gamble could gamble. Yes, Les. Yeah. I would say Pacific Northwest heavy. They had, I never say it right. They had a Kubota pork chop. They had salmon. Their appetizers, they had mussels, the baked brie. We didn't have dinner, so I didn't pay too much attention to the full menu, but lots of variety too. Slahal, Slahal. And they do, the lounge is first come, first serve, but the restaurant is reservations, highly suggested, and they utilize open table as well. So that was my fun thing. And then tonight, my husband and I are going out to dinner, which we have not done since Danny was born. So there's lots of fun things for us this weekend. But all that to say is just the importance of taking care of ourselves. And we can't show up for other people if we're not showing up for ourselves. So just a general reminder for everyone. Let's see. It would help if I was on the right screen here, wouldn't it? All right, so our first event review for the day is our member-led club expo. Lots of people in this room were here. It was great. We had tables. We utilized the restaurant to utilize those tables. That's part of why we hosted it on a Monday. So we had clubs set up in this space. We had clubs in Hudson. We had clubs in the restaurant, in the grand living room. A lot of people came out. It was kind of like a shopping, shop the clubs event. Lots of people said they enjoyed it because they've seen these clubs on MTL, but they were able to come and ask questions and find out a little bit more about it. We had a running interest group there, which I have to follow up, see how that turnout came. But it was great. Lots of smiling faces. We got Bucky and Dan and Dick's leader up there. It was a great turnout. So thank you for everyone who came. And we'll look forward to doing this one again next year. The Amateur Radio Club showed up with like half the world's equipment to showcase what they do, which was always fun. And then they got the antenna up as far as they could until the ceiling stopped them. But that was a cool setup to see. Yeah, so Ron was saying, for everyone at home, Ron was saying it was great to see the clubs that aren't necessarily on MTL a lot. So the interest club for the running group, and then also just to be able to come and ask questions and meet neighbors too. I viewed this event as a great success because we saw members that we don't see a lot. And so that to me is always very rewarding because we're always trying to find ways to cater to all of our members. And so I always view it as a success when we see members that we don't see a lot. Yes, Les?
We came here as the leader club, expecting 10 people. Maybe 2 signed up on our list, we got 26. That was a very good event for us to expose what we do.
Yeah, so Les was talking about how they got 26 people interested in their group from the member-led Club Expo. So just goes to show how exciting it is and the support that we had. So our second event is our MTL magazine release party. This was also wonderful Daisy's event debut. We have lots of copies of the magazine, so please feel free to take one with you. Lots of great stories in here. We have a couple of our members featured as well. Daisy was really funny. She was like, my goal next year is have more of our stories in this magazine. So that's her goal that she set for herself. But it was great. We had a good turnout. Members came. We had a slideshow going of events from the past year. So it was fun to sit and watch that and have people be like, what was that event? I didn't know about that one. And we'd be like, oh yeah, that was really fun. But yes, it was a great opportunity for Daisy to get out. And then we also did a giveaway for some lodge goodies as well as a lodge gift card. And Randy Ugolo was our grand prize winner on that one. So she was able to come down and pick up her goodies afterwards. And it was so cute. She was like, I never win anything. So that was a fun celebration as well. Just a reminder, we do have our new Happier Hour menu available beginning last Wednesday. I heard the fan favorite was the potato wedges, which made my heart happy because that was the one I was most excited about. The quesadilla also got rave review, and then the mini beef Wellingtons also sold really well. So thank you for that. Happier Hour is available in the restaurant as well as Grand Living Room and for takeout. So lots of opportunities there. And it is officially Motion Month. We have our bingo cards ready for pickup. It was fun on Wednesday hearing members. It's when it officially launched. It was fun to hear members talking about how many stamps they'd already gotten on their cards. This box is up at the concierge desk. So as you complete a bingo, you can put your card in here. And then we also have one for a blackout. And then there are prize drawings for the blackout as well as bingo. So be sure to pick up your card and participate. It's a good opportunity to take care of ourselves. And then also for the entire month, online on the MTL shop, gear is 15% off. And then salads are 10% off all month for our membership when you order them online to go. So that is an online promo that they are doing, but that's across the board for all of our Trilogy Blue Star restaurants. So everyone wins with that one. And on the topic of Motion Month, one of the squares here is nature. Take a walk in nature. And I like walking, so I designed an event, Nature Walk with Paula. This is a sensory walk. So a lot of times we get really distracted with the hustle and bustle and podcasts or music or whatever it is, but we're going to go and encourage ourselves to just experience nature. And so it'll be a quiet time, and then we're going to come back to the lodge and talk about what we fully experience. So whether that's dripping of rain, whether you hear the birds if it's in the morning, maybe you hear a dog barking, whatever it is. But it's incredibly important today to me to really focus on our senses, because we can get really overstimulated really quickly with social media and our phones, and everything is so accessible all the time, including ourselves. And so to be able to just fully turn off and just be, very excited for that. So this is March 10th at 10 a.m. We also have our St. Patrick's Day member mixer. This will be March 17th from 3 to 5 in this room. Daisy has some fun games for this one. We'll have some shamrock cookies, lots of fun, green necklaces so no one gets whoopsie pinched. And then we also, every year we hide our leprechauns in the morning. They get out from their little nook. And so we'll have prizes available for members who find the leprechauns during the day as well. So watch for a news post on that one. Third time's the charm. We have Meet the Author, Noelle Salazar. This will be March 18th from 2 to 4 in Hawk's Nest. She is a local artist, or author, I should say, also an artist as an author. But she will be here. One of our book clubs just read one of her books, so it's good timing for that. But registration is available on MTL for this event. We also have our sound bath experience posted, so very excited. The sound is a totally immersive experience in flow. You'll lay on the floor on a mat, and then the name is escaping me for what I would call her. The leader of the experience will be bringing bolsters, mats, and blankets, which are all props that are also used in yoga. So if you have your own, you're welcome to bring them, or she will have things available. There is a release form for this that is on MTL, because with the sound of the machine, or with the sound of the gongs, it triggers vibration. And so for people who have, I think it's pacemakers, that can be problematic sometimes. So if you are interested in this, please sign the waiver form for her. She's asked that is required. We will have them at the desk as well, day of the event, if you don't have the opportunity to fill it out beforehand. But this is going to be a fantastic experience. We haven't done anything like this here before. Other Blue Stars have, but I'm very excited for this. And you could probably tie this into Motion Month. Attend a meditation class. Yep, so that would work for this one. It just happened to work out to be in March, but I'm very excited. Our friend who's doing this is also very excited, so I'm hoping we have strong turnouts. This is something I would love to be able to offer more often to members. And the SSL sightseers are back. Daisy will be taking members on a Tacoma waterfront bus tour, and then to lunch at Katy Downs. And then she will be taking members to the Chinese Reconciliation Park, which is kind of in Old Town Tacoma. This one, it has a limit on it because the bus that we have with the Port of Tacoma only seats 11 people. I believe this one is sold out, and so Daisy is working with the Port of Tacoma to schedule 2 more of this event, because I think probably in April, but working with the port, because we requested a private tour, so then they give us the smaller bus, which is totally fine. But Daisy has a reservation at Katy Downs, and then again, the Chinese Reconciliation Park. So if you're interested in this one, please sign up for the wait list, because we will be offering the spots to the people on the wait list for future dates.
Well, nice.
So if you're interested, please get on that wait list, and then we will contact you before the event goes live to the rest of our community. And our Tacoma Rainiers, this is April 4th. We are going for our private suite experience and fireworks show. Well, the fireworks aren't just for us, but depending on how you think of it, they could just be for us. But this will be fun. Tickets are $90, not inclusive of tax. There's a full buffet there, game day bites, lots of delicious things, and then select beer, wine, and non-alcoholic is included with that as well. Also, on the sports note, Derby Day is coming up May 6th, and so Daisy,
I think it's because it has no signal.
So it's opening day at the track and Derby Day, so that's a fun tie-in. We're working on getting tickets, and then once we've secured the tickets, we'll have it posted. I took members last August, I think it was, to Emerald Downs. We had 19 people go. So we get tickets in the grandstands, and I always get them in the first 2 rows so that you just have a great view over the track. But it's a really fun one. I forgot how long the day can be at the track. So we get there together, and then some people stayed the whole time. Other people left after a couple races. So look for that one on MTL as well.
Oh,
and then we have our fabulous True Digital slide came through for Daisy.
No problem.
So those of you who have not had the opportunity to meet her yet, she is fantastic. She's been going around to the different clubs that have been meeting and introducing herself. She is our new lifestyle coordinator, so she will be working with the leaders of the clubs. She will be our hostess with the mostess at events. And she has already been hitting the ground running. She has so many ideas. I think I said it last week, but I was like, we have a whole year and then more. We don't have to do everything right now. But I love the excitement. And it's been great to be able to have her on. She asks such great questions when I'm teaching her things and asks, well, why do we do it this way? Or why can't we do this way? I don't know. Let's try it that way. We'll see how it goes. So very excited to have her on the lifestyle team as well. Yeah, we'll see. She already said, what did she say the other day?
Oh.
She said something that was like a little snarky. And she's like, oh man, you're rubbing off on me already. And I was like, oh,
I think it's still charging.
Just you
Doesn't
wait.
say that.
We have a beautiful partnership ahead of us.
It's still going up.
And last but not least,
we
just finished our first round of our member survey. They're doing it as what they call a pulse survey this year. So it's going to be offered 4 times in the year to 4 different randomly selected parts of the membership. So this is not coordinated through us. This is coordinated through our Blue Star team in Arizona. So they are the ones randomly selecting the emails. But we've gotten our results back, and so I just wanted to share them. We always have room for improvement, but also want to celebrate our successes. Would anyone like to guess who in the Blue Star portfolio got #1 overall in maintenance? Robert did, Robert's department. So we were very excited to celebrate Robert and our facilities team here. They are small but mighty, and they keep this place beautiful.
Sure.
Get things fixed.
Back when it was all fogged up and it's not.
I feel like a light bulb goes out and before I can blink, it's fixed. So really want to celebrate that success. And so overall, we placed first in the Blue Star portfolio, and then it was a 0 to 10 ranking, and it was a 9.15. So that was a very exciting one. Our food and beverage programming finished 3rd overall in the Blue Star portfolio with a final count of 7.6. So that was good news as well. Our concierge and member services team. So our member services team includes the fantastic Sarah and Amber who help us out with all of our billing statements. If people have billing errors or questions about their statements, those are the lovely ladies who are oftentimes behind the scenes, but wanting to make sure we celebrate them. And then our fantastic concierge team, we placed 3rd with a 9.16 overall. Lifestyle came in right in the middle, so there's 12 properties overall, and Lifestyle finished 6th, which is a huge success for me because typically we were last. So the good thing of being last is you can only go up from there or stay the same. But I was very pleased with that with an 8.2 out of 10. And then for on-site management, we placed 4th, which was incredibly rewarding for us. We've been working very hard this past year to listen to member feedback, to connect more. And so this was a very selfishly fantastic result for us. Overall, we got an 8.34 out of 10. So those are all great.
Springfield.
Our leadership team took time to share the written in feedback about our team. Both Chris's always get an overwhelming amount of call outs, so we share those with them. Gabby got a lot on our food and beverage team. Hunter got some, so we took the time to write notes to everyone who got those call outs to share some of that feedback. So thank you for taking
125
the time.
miles.
I know it's a little time consuming, but
We
thank
could
you for
continue
taking
on,
the
but I'm
time
gonna
to
go a
put
little
in
longer,
those notes, because it's nice for us to be able to celebrate our team and make sure they know how much they're appreciated. And then areas of improvement, we'll be working on a news post. Fitness is always the hot topic. It always will be. Lots of feedback about the capacity of flow, which we hear you, we see you. I don't have a magic wand. I wish I did. Yeah, I would expand it if I could right now. But working with our fitness department to do more offerings, trying to activate on Sundays more, because it's kind of a slower fitness day, if you will. So working with our current team, and then also looking for other fitness professionals to bring aboard to be able to offer more things. We'll make it. But yeah, so that was our one. I think we finished 11th overall for fitness. But the plus side of that was each of our instructors were specifically called out in the survey comments. So Roxanne, Melissa, Todd, Fawn, Bethany, who am I forgetting? Todd, Roxanne, Melissa, Giovanna, thank you. And Giovanna, each of them had specific positive feedback shared. So that was great to see that support as well. I don't know when the next pulse survey, excuse me, will be coming out. Just looking in the chat box. So, sorry, I got distracted. I don't know when the next survey is coming out, but it's once a quarter. So that leads me to believe
He's been wrapped
sometime
with a
in
net.
April, May, or June is when that next one will be coming
Out
out.
of stock.
So be sure to check your
Probably
inboxes
way
when those
too
come
much
out to make sure that if you are randomly selected for it, that you can share your feedback. Yeah, so thank you. Anyone have any questions? Trilogy Serves is here in the grand living room collecting donations for the White River WRCO, White River Community Outreach. Thank you. Todd, would you like to share a little bit? Will you come up here so the people at home can hear you too?
Thank you. Well, for those, I think I know everybody in here, most everybody, either through pickleball courts or being around for 7 years or so, but my name is Todd Allen, and I'm part of the Trilogy Serves group. And this weekend, well, starting February 28th, going through March 11th, we're holding a donation drive. This is for hygiene products. There's 6 products we're focused in on for the White River Community Outreach, which serves those individuals who are in East Pierce County. There's flyers over here on the table out there by the concierge office. The White River Community Outreach, they have a whole list of things that they have on Amazon. You can go to Amazon now. There's a link on the information you have. It's on MTL. It's on the information here. And if you go to Amazon, you can. We're identifying 6 items that you can choose from, which are toilet paper, bar soap, deodorant, razors, shampoo, conditioner, and laundry soap. And if you go on to Amazon, click on to deliver to Cindy Orcutt. Now she's the ED there, and it will be delivered directly to her home. Today we're doing a drop off if people want to do that from 9 to 1 out here. Paula said, thank you for coming inside. We were going to sit outside, and it's not a good idea to do that today. So we're inside, and we'll be here till 1 o'clock. We have drop-off things so people can drop off their items if they want. We have a sign out in front on the street where Sherry Hoff put a sign up there, some balloons, that's right, exactly, to drop them off, and then we'll do this again next Saturday. Cindy will be here around 1 o'clock this afternoon to pick up what we have. So just as a friendly reminder, we've published it. Skip has been sending out emails, and it's on Facebook, other social media, and so thank you for letting us do this, especially letting us do it inside. It's much warmer in here. So.
Of course. And then we also have some members drop some items off this week. So if you're not able to come on Saturday, the Amazon link is a fantastic one. I checked that out. And then there's also, if you want to bring items by, you can drop them off at the concierge desk, and then we'll make sure that they get to where they need to be.
And the other thing is, there's been a couple of people who have given us cash. If somebody comes up and gives us
Springfield?
we'll just take it and we'll go purchase the item. Like yesterday, Debbie and I went to Costco and bought a bunch of items at Costco.
Not showing.
If somebody wants to take cash, they've done already, that's fine too. So.
This is Lighter, talk about this size.
Let's go for it. I don't know how to do this.
Yes, good point.
Eugene, maybe you got Parkway.
Large sizes, big sizes, not travel sizes.
Let's just go there. We'll recalculate after that.
Right. So, like the shampoo that we picked up at Costco yesterday was a 22-ounce versions and so forth. I know when I came in, somebody had left off a great big bottle of shampoo. It was green. All I thought was green, but it was a big bottle.
It's heavy.
And it was boxed as heavy too. So, but yes.
Oh, geez, Springfield.
And
Right.
like laundry soap, if you get those Tide, you get those pods and so forth.
It's got to be this
I'm
one.
sure those will be heavy.
There's only two that have.
Yeah,
I think it's this one here.
We're going to use a hand card.
Somewhere around here. I'm surprised it doesn't show the.
Thanks for bringing that up.
We have a correct.
It's same as what? Roseburg?
No,
Yeah, that's it.
Eugene's the same. Okay. So that's
And then also
Eugene
just a
was-
reminder for people at
Okay,
home,
so
if
it's
you're
close.
watching, please mute your
We now
microphones because it helps prevent feedback and makes it easier for everyone to hear. Anyone else have anything? Yes, Les.
Hello.
Hi, everybody out there. The theater club is having a wonderful time. Please come and join us. Thursday, we went into the city,
Theater
Fifth
group.
Avenue to see Into the Woods, the Sondheim show.
Yeah, we don't want to go that far because of the heavy trees. There's something right there that's very bad. I think we want to go this way.
Terrific restaurant.
We'll revisit that as we get
Lots of
closer.
fun, good vibe.
Yeah, so we can do that, either Eugene or going down further to South earlier.
Come. Okay,
Well,
coming
Eugene's
up
fine.
real soon is Titanic at Tacoma Municipal Playhouse. They do wonderful work at Tacoma Municipal Playhouse, and this is going to be a show that's going to be heavily sold. Tacoma Little Theater, Rock of Ages is coming up. Tacoma Little Theater basically does plays, but one musical a year. This is it. And it's going to be a great musical. From the pictures that I've seen so far, they've put
I'm going to go another
theater
15
is a
miles.
small theater,
A little more.
and they've got seats on one side and seats on the other
Could
side.
have gone already, but
They're blocked off to me now from the pictures that I've seen.
we'll run it too
And
late.
then a runway for a rock concert guy to come out.
I don't know why.
Huge runway right off the top,
Sure.
off the stage. It looks great. Sweeney Todd at the Fifth Avenue is coming up.
There we go. Try that.
He passed away last year,
that's
so this is a tribute to his genius and works.
Nope, doesn't
Please
show
join
up.
us for that.
Interesting.
And we'll be staying in town for
Gene.
dinner as well. Main Stage is doing Tuck Everlasting. It's a family show, so gather your grandkids and come on with us. That's coming up pretty quick. Federal Way Performing Arts Center is doing Always Patsy Cline for one show only. It's on a Sunday night. When I stood up here last week to talk about this show, there was 0 people signed up to go. Today I stand before you and 17 of us are going. So this show really got a lot of buzz out there thanks to me speaking about it in the newsletters. So that's going to be a great show. Come and join us. All right. So
Or-
a little
no, that
bit
might
more
be it.
serious, because the theater club has a preponderance of
It's
musical
only 110 miles?
but there are some real solid plays out in the ethers of this wonderful place we live in the Pacific Northwest. Tartuffe,
That's what we want.
by
We got 169.
1664.
Let's get to about 180.
It's going to be the first farce ever written for theater. And it's a serious work of art.
You're getting a call. You can end the next. Who's it from?
Is doing that in June. We are going to be putting that on our calendar, and so far there's 4 people that have signed up for that. Out of the blue, that just kind of popped up, so we do listen to what our members want. The next one, it starts tonight, matter of fact. It's Much Ado About Nothing, Shakespeare. Shakespeare wrote this in 1558, 1559. It's considered a comic masterpiece, dramatic, tragedy kind of show. It's got everything all wrapped up in it. It's a serious Shakespeare work. He wrote this right at the turn of the 1600s, and we're still watching Shakespeare today. So join us for Shakespeare for those who are a little bit more serious, minded about what they want in their theater experience. These are your shows. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Last reminder for the outline to go.
MTL, go on MTL, right there, Theater Club. They allow us 4 tiles on the bottom, so we can't have everything that I just mentioned there all at once. But there is a link to the calendar. So all you do is just click on the hyperlink and go right to our calendar. You'll see all the shows. You'll see the venues that we're not having selected shows for as well. That's underneath it. And if there's something that floats your boat and you really want to see something on a list from another company, let us know, and we'll then put out a notice to the theater club and gather people to join you. So thank you for that too.
Well, you do such a good job putting the list together.
And that's a team effort, and boy, do we have a great team. Yes.
I just want to, my wife and I went to saw Rock Vegas last night at the Honolulu Theater. It was very entertaining, very candy, but I just throw out the warning, don't bring your grandkids. Subject matter and language is for mature audiences. It was very entertaining.
Yeah, so the feedback there for everyone was Rock of Ages, little PG-13. So bring your adult friends and maybe not the wee little ones.
I'm going to talk everlasting for that.
There you go. Good. Well, thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week.